Matt.
And I thought, given that normally you just get to see my face, it would be really nice to introduce you to my husband, also founder of Matilda's Bloom Box. And today we're going to be building a holiday wreath. Well, so I'm going to talk you through what's in the box. So what's this one? Do you know what this one
Pepper
is?
pods, they smell like pepper.
Yeah, it's pepper pods. And then these are a white berry. I think these are acacia berries, actually, but they're dried. So they're quite small though, those ones.
Those are dried though too, aren't they?
Yeah, they're dried too. But they do smell like peppercorns. And they hold their color as well, which is really nice. And then what else have we got here? It's really testing your knowledge. Which one's this one?
Grevillea,
Yeah,
acacia,
yeah.
and baby eucalyptus, my favorite.
Oh, well done. Okay, so we've also got some paddle wire, a frame, which you're going to get in your kit, some ribbon. So we're going to put this to the side for now because we're going to use that right at the end. So I'm going to put that down on the floor. And then if you ordered cutters, you'll have them, but if you can use scissors too. Like there's no necessary requirement to have cutters with it. Okay, so we're going to start off by, okay, so the first thing you're going to do, Matt, is you're going to find 12 o'clock on your frame, which is here. Well done. And then you're going to wrap the wire around the outer rim of the frame. So just bend it around a few times. No. So no, not like that. You want to hold the heavy part to this one side and then thread it through like this and then bend it round. Okay, so just bend it around back to 12 o'clock. So let's just bend it around like that. It's quite hard, this wire actually. But you just want to tighten it around.
Okay, good.
You got it? So keep threading it through. Now you get to see the husband and wife dynamic. By the end, he's going to be like, I've got it! Shut up. There we go. Okay, so it is really important. I'm just going to pull this out. So we've got it threaded around the outer rim at 12 o'clock. Keep this attached. So honestly, this is a bit like knitting. Do you call it that in America? Knitting? Where you never cut the thread from the yarn. You keep it moving all the way until you finish, and then we tie it off at the end. And building a wreath is really similar. So you're not going to cut this until we finish right at the end. So what we're going to do is we're just going to lay it down, wind it back a bit because we've loosened it up a bit, and just keep it at 12 o'clock and just keep the paddle wire there like that. Okay, so do you know what you're going to do? Because Matt seems to think that he knows what to do, because he has actually built a wreath a few times before.
I think so. So
what are you going to do?
We got to get some good sprigs of the of the acacia, and maybe.
Yeah, that's a good piece. Don't toss that one out. I mean, even you can use the blunt pieces.
True, because you just got to get it the right angle.
Yeah, exactly. So let's start by putting the berries. We're going to put these to one side because we're going to use these when the wreath is full and finished. So we're going to put these right next to our ribbon, out of the way. And Matt's right. Like, you want to create I call them bundles. I think that's a very British word.
Bundles, bunches.
Well, they're not. Yeah, they're little bundles of greenery.
Is that big enough?
But there you've just used the acacia, so I would suggest mixing it up a bit. So take like a couple of pieces of eucalyptus, a couple of pieces of acacia, and then a couple of pieces of grevillea, and then build your bundles. And he is also, you remember this very well. Because actually the length of your pieces is about right too.
Thank you.
So it's nice to mix them up so you see like the texture of the different greens. So you can see we've got like a little bundle. And then what are you going to do now?
I'm gonna place it right here on the frame.
Are you going the other way?
Oh, I'm going the other way. Okay. Yeah. I thought it was
You're gonna
your
go
preference,
clockwise.
but I guess not.
Nope. That's it.
And you're gonna take it. You're gonna take this around.
Just once.
Just once.
Yeah. So wind it back. You've already done it once. That's the thing. Some people get a bit carried away, and they really want to make sure that this wire's thick. You'll see it's very malleable. So you don't need to, what you don't want to do is to create like indentations throughout, because you want the wreath to have like a really nice bushy, full shape. So be quite loose when you tie it in and just go round once, okay? Okay, so you've got this bundle, so what are you gonna do with that one?
I'm gonna tuck it under.
That's right.
And then get it nice and tight. And then we're gonna go one time, only one time around.
Perfect. Okay, but one of the things you need to do is you need to move it on. You see, so you went over here, so then pull the wire back onto this side, so it's ready for the next one, which we're then going to wind from here to here. Do you see? And then we're going to pull it. You'll see, you'll get the ribbon. So create another bundle. Bossy. Do you think I'm bossy?
Okay. Couple of these. You want to cut it?
Okay, can we keep up the pace?
Well, I am keeping up the pace. I'm trying to show people how to cut it. You want to cut it at the bottom, right at the base of the leaf, so it has a clean end and it's usable.
Yeah.
Just giving some tips.
Okay. Okay. It's funny because we thought we'd do it this way. I mean, obviously it's great to spend time together because we don't spend enough time together. That was a joke, but you know, it's hard to, it's better to have somebody do it as a pet, because then all of the things that you've got questions about kind of get covered, other than me just talking to everybody. And you know, now that we're all like quarantining, I didn't have any choice to do it with Matt. So okay, so there you go, under, and I move it along, done. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to keep going. So at this point you can see that the thickness is really starting to build, and we're obviously working in a clockwise direction, so you want to keep that consistent. Like, what you don't want to do is start here. You want to kind of finish where you left off and keep the flow moving.
I love Grevillea.
Yeah, it's great. Grevillea is nice. It's super expensive. That's the only problem with it. But the benefit of it is that it dries really nicely, and the color of it changes as well. So it'll get like a really nice bronzy brown color. You can use this.
I got it.
Alright. There we go. I think that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want me to start building some bundles too?
Yes, that would be nice.
Okay, so what we've done is we've built a few bundles. So as we showed you, so you're going to tuck underneath, and then we're going to wrap, tuck underneath, wrap through the middle side. And you try. Tuck underneath, wrap through the middle. To the side. Another one?
Yep.
Now they've all got mixed up. Well, bundles isn't a nice one. You want to make sure as well that the pieces are really, because that's actually a bit long. So I'm going to cut that one down a bit. That they're the same length. Tuck underneath, wrap through the middle. This side. Perfect. Okay, so we're working our way around, and we're down to the last two. So I'm just gonna put it under. Oops. Thread it over and under and through. And we're going to do another one here. Perfect. Oh, lovely. Oh, I don't know. And then we have quite a few pieces left. Okay, so you're back at 12 o'clock now, right?
Yeah, I missed a little bit.
But that's fine because now you're back at 12 o'clock. We're gonna go through the whole thing like this, back around again. So we're just gonna do it twice. But we've kept it tied, see? And now we're gonna add the decorative pieces on. We can keep the pieces that we have left to one side because if you want to fill it out as you're adding on the decorative, like for instance here, we could do with a little bit more. So when we get there, we might put in a bit more greenery, you know? And then similarly here too, I would add a bit more. So let's just pull all those pieces to one side. Let's start now with the berries. Okay, so where are our berries? Matt has poured himself an eggnog, which we're gonna move out of the way. Okay, so let's start with the pepperberries first. These ones, okay, so I would use those last because there's not as many, so let's just put those there. So what we want to do, you get the idea, we're gonna go back around with the pepperberries.
Did you use a droopy one like that? Or no?
Yeah, because you're gonna strap it down. I cut the stalky bit off the end because you don't want to see that. Lay it on top. And you're just doing the same thing. You're pulling it across, winding it through, but you want to make sure it's quite loose because you don't want to see the wire.
Do you want to take this up to there?
Yeah, that's fine.
Or do you think a little bit?
That's fine now. So try not to exactly. You don't want to interrupt the flow. Nice. There you have it. And then with the white ones, because we don't want to go around with the wire again, what I'd suggest doing with these is cutting them into smaller pieces and then just tucking them underneath the wire. Can you see? Like that, where it goes. So it's also gone down here. So I'm going to tuck that one there like that.
So here we are at the end. I'm going to do one more bunch.
Of what left?
Pepperberries. Beautiful pepperberries. Smell like pepper.
We still have some white ones here, so I'm going to tuck these in too. Don't twist it.
I'm not.
Huh?
I'm not.
Something's gone wrong. Oh no. There you go. Great, okay, so we're back at 12 o'clock again. So at this point, we're gonna round it off. So you're just gonna fold through, and you really want to hide the wire as much as you can. So we're gonna fold through and round. I think you don't want to be too tight with it because, like I said, it breaks up the flow. So we're going to put it under here, and then you can just cut it off. I'm going to cut it off and then tuck it underneath. There we go. Basically, you need to thread it underneath, tie it underneath the last layer, and just twist it back on itself like a knot. So you've got this right here. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna clear these away. Obviously, if you have, we still have some left over, you can keep adding and building. Like, I actually might tuck that one in over here. But let me grab the ribbon now. Matt, do you want to? Yeah, tuck that one in. So it's a nice piece. Look what you did, love. All right, do you want to show everybody you finished? Ta-da! Add the ribbon, so just fold it under, back at 12 o'clock. You can tie a bow too as an option. I saw some people did that last year and it looked really pretty. A simple way is just to fold it through and hold it up.
Finished product. Feel quite proud.
The finished product is a wreath. Happy holidays!